Well, good morning. Father Fish here. What I want to do today is show you what I put in my soil mixture. There are a number of different ingredients. They vary somewhat depending on what's available. For example, one of the things that I like to use, and it is very difficult for me to procure, is worm casings. And I don't have any today, so I was not able to include that. But I've got a few other things that will help the supplement for that. So let's get started, and I'll show you how I do this. We start with a bucket. Now we're going to make enough for a 55-gallon tank. We're going to use a measuring cup. This holds 4.5 cups. We're going to use this to measure out. Normally I just do it by the handful, but we'll do measurements to give you a better idea of how much really is used. The first thing we're using is an organic item. It's called organic snail food. It's a high protein, high quality food that I found. I used it when I was doing snails. Still have a lot left. It's a really good product. We're going to do about a half a cup. 1.5 cup organic snail food. Epsom salts. And I'll explain some of the value of this as we go along. Epsom salts does a number of different things. Number one, of course, it provides salt, but it also provides some antibiotic characteristics that are helpful to control some of the more negative kinds of bacteria. We've got 4 ounces of Epsom salts. Now I'm using blood meal because I don't have worm culture, and I'm going to do half a cup of blood meal, mainly for the nitrogen. Epsom salt we've already done. I like to use Osmocote. It's a slow release. I don't use a lot of it. For a 55-gallon, about 2 ounces of Osmocote. And then this is iron oxide. Now, iron oxide takes a long time to break down, but it does break down. These tanks are set up for years, so it doesn't really begin to become productive for 2 to 3 years. It takes that long for it to break down. But plants require iron, and they require a lot of it. We've got about a half a cup of iron oxide. Now that takes care of most of this type of supplement. I've got 3 others that I use. I can get them out here. This is Diatomaceous Earth. I use Diatomaceous Earth for its calcium. About a half a cup of Diatomaceous Earth. Whoops. And then I use baking soda. Half a cup of baking soda. Actually, I don't know if anybody caught that. I had those 2 reversed. If you caught it, good on you. And the last one is lime. About 1/3 of a cup of lime. Okay, now that takes care of the supplement. The next thing I use is potting soil. I try to get potting soil that is not fertilized, with no fertilizer in it. This is 4/8. Going to use 16 cups. 16 cups of potting soil. I like black cow because it's a rich product. I'm going to do 16 cups of black cow. And finally, 16 cups of peat moss. Now I don't put sand in this because I cap it with sand, so the sand works its way down into the dirt. Sand's important because it provides channels for water to flow through. Keeps it from packing real tight. Okay, that's it. Now the next step is to wet it. But it needs to be thoroughly wet. This is water from a koi pond, so it has some nutrients in it already. It has no chlorine or ammonia to speak of. I'm going to put in 16, 18, 16, 20. That's 20 cups of water. And I want to get down all the way to the bottom and mix it thoroughly. And then this is going to sit and soak for the rest of the day. I need some more water. I got down all the way to the bottom. Let's add more water. What you don't want is for this to be soupy. But if it gets that way, you can always pour off some of the water. Okay, there's quite a lot of water in here. It's pretty loose all the way down. We're going to let this sit, and then we'll come back to it tomorrow and set it up in a 55-gallon tank. Okay, that's that for now. I think I may post this just to get it started. And then tomorrow, we'll take the next step and show how we put it in the tank and how we cover it with sand before adding water to the tank.